Welcome back. So while we're here, we're going to buy a weapon and we're going to respec. I mentioned it a couple of times, but now we're finally going to do it. So we're going to go for more of a DPS spec and with the crit focus. So the weapon in this particular case is tall grass. So extra 10% chance for crits. It has some weapon reach as they do, so we'll sell out some of the junk. We'll head back to the inn and we'll respec. So we're nearly level 8, so we're going to head to the main quest after this respec.
Good day to you.
So we're going to adjust our stats a little bit. As you get further in levels, might becomes a little less useful. Mainly due to the talents that open up to do percentages of damage, like savage attack and stuff like that. But we'll still keep a little bit. And that's when perception and dexterity start to have a higher value because of the access to your weapons. We'll keep the resolve at 18. Drop this down. +5 accuracy seems good. So with just a slight adjustment. We still want to keep a decent amount of constitution. And I like to get lay on hands with this build. We'll get Flames of Devotion probably maybe level 9 or 10. Only because your deflection is reduced quite a considerable amount when you're not using a shield. So lay on hands sort of makes up for that and sort of gives you a 50% life heal. We're going to focus mostly on mechanics and then a little bit of athletics, and we'll only have just a tiny bit into stealth. So the first focus is accuracy with the great sword and pikes, and we'll probably end up getting one of these ranged weapons at some point as well. Zealous focus. It's crit aura. Sworn enemy. Also for the accuracy and damage increase as well. So as you can see, just having this ability is as almost as much as having like 18 might. So So I'm going to get to two-handed star. Let's get another 15% damage. So next level we'll put a bit into athletics, because 9 mechanics is usually enough for most of the game. We might bump it to 10 just near the end of. We have a Zealous Charge. Once again, we're a little bit more vulnerable with this build. So by having Zealous Charge, we can essentially kill half a pack of monsters. Click that when the summons are starting to run out. Reset. So there'll be a bit of that in Heritage Hill. Plus, most of the open areas in Act 2 require that. So let's put on. So we're going to go and get the ingredients for Corrosive Lash, and we're going to actually enchant it with Beast. There's a very good argument for having Vassal, but essentially Beast is just for one fight, which we'll do probably at level 8 or 9, and that's the Fire Drake / Dragon in Searing Falls. But if you don't think you're comfortable doing that fight, I would do it Vassal. But I'll show you where the ingredients for that. Alright. I'm going to head back to Defiance Bay. Also, now that our deflection is reduced quite a little bit, you'll find that the proc from your boots will also proc more, which mitigates some of the actual extra damage you take. So the ingredients, you can get most of the enchant ingredients from the vendor at the trading company, and they refresh quite quickly. So you can do a little cheesiness and go halfway across the map and back again, and it should reset the items. It's a good way to get exceptional weapons from maybe some of your beginner weapons. Let's say you wanted to have a spirit slaying weapon. You could make this exceptional by getting the ingredients here. Assuming you picked the flowers as we went through Act 1. But, one stipulation, you have to be level 8 to get exceptional weapons. So, we need Primal Rock. And we'll buy a Worm Wing as well. Sell that. So we're missing one of those. So we're gonna do some fast traveling here and there, and we'll return back here and get the other 2 items we need. Let's just go here. corrosive damage. There's not many things with vulnerability to, oh, resistance to corrosive damage. Top of my head, it's some Hydra stuff in the Endless Path, and I think oozes have a resistance to. But for the most part, it's your good go-to secondary damage enchant. Get these two. And that's the weapon maxed out. Alright, so we're ready to progress. And I'll leave the video at this stage.